Hi everybody, it's Speno again. It's Speno waffle time and here at the Spencer Arms, and I've changed the angle of the camera a little bit more. I'm sort of getting used to being this side of the bar and I wanted to sort of like make it a little bit cozy. So we've got the lighthouse over there in the corner which was handmade for us. I'll probably talk to you about that. In fact, on the Spencer Arms tour that's on this YouTube channel, he does talk about that, but I'll probably talk about that as a separate thing because it's made of a few different woods and it's absolutely fabulous. And to be quite honest with you, I shy away from turning it on when I'm doing, if I've done anything this way, because it seems to get a little bit in the way. But as far as the camera picking up the light, but I think actually now it looks really warm and nice and that. Well, anyway, just moving on, I'm bringing you a beer today. I was thinking the other day, I really do bring a lot of super craft beers, super expensive beers to the channel. So it's almost like touching on a niche market, but at the same time, I want you to watch this YouTube channel and go, do you know what? Like, I've not even heard about that beer. I didn't even know about that beer. You know, I've been used to just going to the supermarket and buying this beer and that beer. And, oh my God, what's that beer? Where's that from? Let me try that. Christ, it's expensive. But, oh, you know, I'll go to Curators of Craft or Dexter & Jones or go to my local bottle shop and I'll go. But the best probably places to buy these beers and try these beers from is a local bottle shop, because you can literally go and buy one. In order to sort of like get them online, you've got to be spending, like, you know, say Dexter & Jones, you've got to be doing £70 to get free delivery. Things like that. Curators of Craft are the same. You've got Fuss Club. You've got different types of clubs out there. All very good. I can recommend the Curators of Craft, Dexter & Jones, Fuss Club, Rainville Stores, Beers of Europe, all that. But anyway, I think I'm probably going to bring a few more generic sort of supermarket beers, but I'm not going to bring rubbish beers here to tell you they're rubbish. I suppose if I was, I don't know if I did this for a bit of a living or whatever, then I'd probably have to, but I don't feel the need. I don't personally want to drink rubbish beers. I've got a beer that I want to talk about soon that basically, I'm not going to say it's a rubbish beer, but it's definitely not a great beer for me, and for the price, it's quite expensive for what it is. But this beer tonight that has landed in Sainsburys, right? I know that if you're going to go and get a craft beer from a supermarket, you can't go far wrong with Salt. Now, also, Polly's has been landed in supermarkets a bit. Thornbridge have always been there. You know, the Jaipur's always there. You know, you've got so many different things. I'm going to talk about this as a different video, but I just want to talk about my point of view on supermarket beers and what's available at some point. But yeah, this is lovely and cold. Look at it. Oh my word, it's like that ice cold in Alex. You know, that first beer that he had when he went in that pub. So Salt, great brewery. I like all of what they do. They've done some of like a single hop series and everything else. But when I seen this, Let Me Be Your Galaxy. Yeah, great name. Sort of probably a play on the song. What was it? Let Me Be Your Fantasy. Well, I fantasize over beer. So it's a hazy IPA, 6%. Absolutely, as far as I'm concerned, for a supermarket beer, this is right in the actual place it wants to be. A good brewery, a fantastic hop, a hazy IPA and 6% ABV. Let's crack this open and get it in the glass. Now, the reason I really want to talk about this is because I feel I'm a little bit of a, what's the word? I don't want to say expert at all, not at all. But what I feel like I know the Galaxy hop very well. And straight away, this is already winning in my book because I can smell that Galaxy hop. I can smell that passion fruit. I can smell the passion fruit from here. And look, this is a long way from my face. This is already singing my I love you vibes. Honestly, when you've got a beer that's available in a supermarket that from cracking open, getting into a glass and just looking at it, looks and smells this good, it beggars belief why people want to be buying cans and cans and cans and cans of Carling and also the adjunct, a lot of the adjunct sort of beers. This, but it's all personal. It's, you know, it's not for me to say. It's not for me to say. It's for me to bring. It's for me to bring, and for you to decide. So this was in the 4 for 3. So if you bought 4, and I bought a couple of polys to go with it. If you bought 4 beers, you're obviously getting 4 for the price of 3. But standalone on its own, this Salt Galaxy Hazy IPA coming in at 6%, sits there at £3.50 on its own. My beer mat of choice tonight is this one. I should be bringing more beer mats to the channel. This is the Hardy Arms. So he's part of the Ellen Audio podcast. He sent me these, absolutely brilliant. So a pub sheddy fellow man, and my beer is going to be sitting on there. Anyway, aroma, straight away I know what I've got, passion fruit. Oh, bags and bags. Oh, absolutely singing the passion fruit this is. This is like singing that wonderful passion fruit. Really singled out, like when I've had the passion fruit mix, when I've had the Galaxy hop in a different beers, you can pick it out, but obviously it's mixed in a way. So for a single hop beer, Galaxy, I want to be picking up the passion fruit nose. I want to be getting the citrus nose. Yeah, I want to be getting that peach as well on the nose. So I'm getting passion fruit as a massive, definite citrus, but my nose needs a little bit of a drink. So cheers everybody, let's get into this Hazy IPA, 6% from Salt. Cheers. Absolutely banging, absolutely banging. That just gave me that. This is fairly new out. Galaxy hop can be quite intense, quite aggressive to start off with. It can give you that hit, which that just did. These sort of beers, you've got to check the dates, because these are the sort of beers now where you want to be, but especially on the 4 for 3. So what we got? So you got like blooming, that would be £14 for 4 cans, wouldn't it? £3.50 each. Or you're talking sort of £10.50 for 3 cans. Alexa, what's £10.50 divided by 4? Hurry up. Useless. Anyway, I'm not going to edit this video. I'm trying not to edit my videos now. But yeah, somebody do the maths. It's not that. It's a good price. So yeah, basically,
£10.50 divided by 4 is £2.63.
Well, thank you very much for the delay. She was obviously out shopping for some beer, weren't she? Anyway, so there you go. I hope you heard that. I sort of missed it, but it was £2.50 something pence or whatever. So you go out and buy these, £2.50, £2.60 on the 4 for 3, and these are going to taste a little different as they age, because the Galaxy hop is definitely one for being quite in your face, quite aggressive to start off with, and as it mellows down, I find that, you know, according to, it's more peachy aromas. But the thing is, I keep banging on about this, your taste comes from aromas as well, right? So just because the aroma, there's a peach aroma in there, it's going to tell you that's what it's tasting like. It does me anyway. I always find with this Galaxy hop that as it mellows down over time, I do get a peach flavour, because I keep saying, and I'm going to repeat this on my video, so if you watch every video, you're going to get bored of it, and I do apologise. I don't get the waffle for nothing. But your tongue can only taste 4, or I've been told 5 now, but let's just go back to the 4. You've got sweet, sour, salt, and bitter. Am I right? All the rest of the flavours come from it being aroma. So you want to sip the beer, get it sat on your tongue, let it feel nice on your tongue, let you breathe through your nose because you've got no choice because you've got a mouthful of beer. And then like you get, it gives you the full experience. Oh, nice little slight bit of bitterness there, not overly bitter. A sort of a medium-ish mouthfeel. Lovely carbonation, lovely levels of carbonation. This is a very, very good supermarket beer. Oh, I mean, you do get, on a good quick sip and swallow, you do get that citrus hit. Nice, like orangey, grapefruity, like a gorange sort of bitterness. Yeah, there's lots of flavour. Galaxy gives me a lot. You know, you get them tropical fruit flavours. The only thing you don't get from the Galaxy Hop, you don't get any of that pininess. So I wouldn't really think it'd be brilliant in a West Coast IPA unless it was part of a mixture. But you tend to find in West Coast IPAs you get quite a few hops added in anyway, because you want some in there just for the bitterness, and you want some in there for aromas and flavours and everything else. But you want to be getting quite a high level of bitterness in the West Coast. In a New England IPA, you don't really want to have any bitterness. It wants to be real fruity and just full of fruits. And I think this is why a lot of like the New England IPAs and the more modern styles, they're doing a lot of like adjunct things. They're making them really, really fruity for me, over fruity. And it just ends up being like a fruit juice with no real bitterness from the hops at all, or no real intensity, no real experience from the hops. You just like you start drinking an alcoholic cordial. And I don't really. There is some. I've got a New England IPA in the fridge, which is a single hopped Galaxy New England IPA, and that's very good. It is very good, and I will bring that to the channel as a sort of a comparison to where we've got HAZY IPA and a New England IPA. But yeah, so let me be your Galaxy on the tin. This HAZY IPA is fresh and here to transport you along and out of this world experience. Brewed using the finest Australian hops, this beer boasts incredible flavours of freshly squeezed citrus fruits, juicy peach, and I like how they say flavours of juicy peach, because if you actually research the Galaxy Hop, it puts the peach really more in aromas than flavour. I do get, and like I say, I don't care what the hop profile is. I don't care what other people get from the beer. What I get from the beer is what I get from the beer. So with the putty range, when that mellows, and I've done them over time, I get a peach hit from the Galaxy Hop, really dominant peach flavours. And if it's supposed to only be an aroma, I'm not bothered, because like that's what I get. So what I get is what I get. And I tend to find that the beer reviewers that I watch, when they say, like the Beer Monster for instance, if you want to know what a good Pilsner is, I mean obviously I can tell you what a good Pilsner is, but Adam, the Beer Monster, he is an absolute expert. When it comes to Pilsners, he is the guru of Pilsners. He's the guru of beer as it is. But Pilsners, he is an absolute connoisseur of Pilsners. And when he says it's good, it's good. And so I trust him because his palate is sort of similar to mine. There's things I like that he doesn't. But when you know that if you watch someone drink a beer and then you get the beer and you drink it and you think, yeah, he's pretty much described that, or she's pretty much described, whatever, then you know there you go to sort of reviewers. And I've got quite a few that I respect. I could happily session that because the 6% is hidden quite well. Now I really don't. I like pale ales. I like some nice low ABV pale ales. I like the 4.5% sort of pale ales. I even like some of the 3.5%, things like that. They've got quite a good hop profile. They get quite a good flavour. And I'd rather drink a 3% or a 3.4% pale ale than an alcohol-free beer. You know, I'd rather have maybe 1 or 2 of them of an evening with like some food than having alcohol-free beer all night long. But when it comes to like a hazy IPA, it's right in my ballpark. That is, that's a real. It used to be 5%. 5% beers used to be the ones that I think, yeah, do you know what I mean? I'll drink them all night long. But now being, I mean, if I was out, I'd like to be have 5% and under, because in like around somebody's house or whatever, because. So let's say, for instance, we're getting together, all the sheddies are getting together, we're having a bit of a party, and I would not be wanting to be drinking 6% beer all night or 7% beer. So I normally stick about 5, but I could quite easily be at home doing a party in my own home, whereas if I cause any havoc, break anything, it's my own fault, with a nice 6% beer like this. So yeah, this is absolutely great. Cut from a different cloth. Our name is Salt, after the pioneering industrialists who built the mill village we first called home. It was from here we ventured onto the brewing world, equipped with only a single punchy vision. Make craft beer for everyone and do it our way. Nice. Blah, blah, blah. So they make good beer. Salt make good beer. They're a go-to supermarket beer. This was from Sainsburys, like I say. So what else can I say about it, you know? It's got that slight florally dankiness as well. That's more, I would say that's more the aggressive side of the Galaxy hop. When it's fresh, when it's green, you do get more of that, like, quite a little slight dankiness from the hops, which really does settle down a bit more into a more mellow. This would be interesting to get a few of these and give it 6 months before you have one now, and then enjoy them, carry on drinking them or whatever. But I'd like to have one now, drink them for a bit in between other beers, leave one for about 6 months. And then crack it open and just remember, probably write some notes down to what you get right now when it's green. But I remember how it is, because I know all the beers with Galaxy in that are fresh drops, they're always very like this, basically. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. I really am pleased with it. It's great. I'm going to be going back. I only bought a couple, but I'm going to be going back to Sainsbury's and literally, like, you know, clearing the shelf, because yeah, it's a great beer. That is a great beer. Great head retention, goes down a treat. Really nice. It has got a lovely nice mouthfeel. It's not sort of like, it's not gone pillowy soft. I don't think there's many. Oh, it says it's got oats in here, but I wouldn't say it's packed so. It's not packed full of oats. It's got just the right amount to keep it crisp and fresh. You know, it's almost like it doesn't want to. You don't want too much of a really super smooth mouthfeel with this, so it takes it away from that crispness of the hops. I like it. It's a well balanced. It's got a good mouthfeel for the hop profile and the taste that's coming from the hops. The carbonation feels soft and the mouth feels really nice. Natural carbonation. Swirling that around the mouth, I'm getting my go-to flavour. I keep getting that sort of orangey pith at the minute. But then I am having beers with hops that lend themselves to that. I've actually done a Dexter & Jones beer drop that I'm going to bring. I'll probably bring to the channel as an unboxing. I'll probably do that more on Instagram. And I've specifically searched for Nelson Sauvin hops and Galaxy, because I think Nelson Sauvin and Galaxy together are absolutely wondrous, really great. Anyway, I'm going to leave you here about 20 minutes. Go get yourself down to Sainsbury's, and I'm so glad that I've been able to bring to you a beer that's less than, say, 10 quid. Because the one I did yesterday, this The one I did the other day that I don't think I've put it up yet, but it will be up. Well, it will be up by the time this one goes up. That was £11.90 on the website when it first came out. As the date reduced, it's about £8.90. You probably won't even get that now, but even so, even though I've brought it to the channel and you might not get it, there might be some still left in the bottle shops. It was right on its date, but it's worth bringing it so you can just look out for when they bring them out again or they do something similar with them type of hops, because you tend to find with different breweries, they do tend to use the hops together, and you know, they find hops that work well together and then they experiment with them and they bring you different beers. But as far as this goes, Salt, brilliant. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'll be grabbing some more of these. Right. Anyway, I'm in Speno. Hope you liked the lighting. I've managed to get the ring light out of my glasses. It's still there, look, but I managed to get it out. I actually do really like the lighthouse on tonight. It looks really nice. And I'm enjoying these bar stools. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the lever and I'm going to go down, and I'll see you on the next one. I didn't think that was going to work then. Ta-da, everybody. Live, laugh and love, and then just enjoy yourself. Keep smiling. I'm little Speno. Cheers.